is a list of the top 100 most beautiful cities in the world. And as someone who is pretty obsessed with buildings and working on construction sites, it's my life mission to visit them all. In the last 3 years, I've gone to New York, Budapest, Berlin, San Francisco, but none of them even reach the top 10. I'm an assistant building manager working on a £22 million construction job, and today I'm going to be using my intense inspection checklist that I use in work to put the most beautiful city in the world to the ultimate test. And to do this, I'm bringing backup. My dad, a genius when it comes to construction, is joining me, as well as the rest of my family. So without further ado, let's go to Florence. There are 6 key things I want to inspect in this city, and the first one is their unexpectedly luxurious hotels. I cannot wait to see ours. Alright Sam, what time is it now?
Hotel review.
Hotel review! We've got a review for the hotel we're staying in on my brother's phone. So let's read it. The stay was fine overall, but I swear the pillows smelled faintly of rosemary. Also, the elevator played the same cheesy jazz song on loop for a whole 3 days straight. I still hear it in my head. Might be great for some, but it drove me a little crazy. I'm excited to hear the elevator music.
Smelling like rosemary be a bad thing?
Because yeah, I don't know.
Because it's a herb, so it's meant to smell.
Yeah, maybe it smells relaxing. You know what? I want my pillow to smell like rosemary. Natasha, we are going to investigate your review. There are 3 buildings in Florence that you have to see before you leave. But one of them, even with today's technology, we couldn't build the same way, which is kind of ridiculous. I can't wait to see it. But for now, it's time for the first builder's review. Welcome to the first hotel of the holiday. Starting off then, when you come in to the lovely hotel, you've got a nice open ceiling, which looks like it's got like some acoustic paneling to absorb noise, which is quite cool. From the lobby to the loo, this is probably one of the coolest bathrooms I've ever seen in my life, and not just because of the bidet. You use this to clean your bum? Oh, I want to give it a go. As you can tell, I was pretty impressed with this bathroom. I thought the backlighting was really cool, and I loved the light inside the mirror. Very creative. Moving further into the hotel room then, we've got this really cool Italian wallpaper. 3 different types of them, and also the lighting in here is really, really cool. Weird feature alert, look how wide this window opens. This absolutely blew my mind. Look how high up in the hotel I am, and I can open the window all the way. You would never see that in the UK. All in all, this hotel room is awesome. It's creative, it's unique, it's different, and it's a really good introduction to what we should expect for Florence. But before we go explore the streets, Natasha's review. This one just smells clean. It doesn't smell of rosemary, so. But what about the elevator? No cheesy music.
No.
There's no music.
I want to write a complaint about that complaint.
You want to review the review? Natasha, I think it is fair to say you have been caught red-handed, my friend. Tomorrow, I'm finally diving into Florence, and with 3 of the most famous buildings to track down, including what locals call the unbuildable building. I need to see if it really lives up to that name. This is gonna be fun. We have completed another tourist attraction. Yay! I'm too hot. It's not just the heat that's pretty intense. The buildings here are on another level too. And one of them is literally unbuildable today. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Builder's Review. Now, whilst I have your attention, can I ask quickly for you to subscribe on the channel, because it helps me more than you can even imagine. Thank you. Here is the Duomo of Florence, Santa Maria del Fiore. This building is incredible, and here's why. Back in the 14th century, Florence's dome was called the unbuildable building. Nobody knew how to make a dome that massive without scaffolding. Then Bruscelini came along with a genius idea, a double shell and a herringbone brick pattern that supported itself. It was so revolutionary that even today, engineers say pulling it off with just 15th century tools would be almost impossible. I mean, that's pretty wild. So is this block wall, because it's not actually a block wall, but more on that in a sec. Good morning. We made it to Florence. Well, we made it to the top of Florence, actually. You can see the lovely area around us this morning. We had a lovely breakfast. Did you enjoy breakfast?
Yes.
It's very hot. We've seen some cool stuff along the way up here as well, which I'm pretty happy about. Even as a builder, there's things in Florence that have fooled me. These walls look like solid stone block, but they're not. It's just shadowing and you see them everywhere. I think it's fair to say that Florence is really ticking boxes on my snagging checklist, and I can't wait to see if my dad agrees. Now, builders don't just study buildings, we eat a lot. And if there's one thing Italy nails just as much as architecture, it's snacks. I'm gonna break down the genius interior design of these restaurants a bit later, but first, I wanna try out Italian snacks. Wow! What a cool transition that was. Florence has been a movie so far. We have just come back from a very long walk. I think we've done like 14,000 steps. 13,000. We've picked up some snacks. Now, I haven't seen these before. I've seen variants of these, but I haven't seen it. We have got barbecue Doritos. These biscuit things that look incredible. And we've also got 99% dark chocolate, which kind of blows my mind. First thing, we have Doritos. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I could munch on these. Wow.
I wouldn't eat that and say it's barbecue.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's barbecue, though. Out of 10?
No. 5.
5, 7. I'll give it a 7. Alright, next up we've got Italian biscuits. Lasagne ni namazune.
The Italians out there are screaming.
Biscuit each, there's yours. This is mine. Go. It's exactly what I feel like an Italian biscuit would taste like.
Yeah.
I rate it. I'd say that's an 8.
It's Subway stale bread with chocolate chips.
I'd say it is an 8.
Yeah, 8.
Alright.
Honestly, nice.
Finally, we got some lovely dark chocolate. Alright, we've got Lindt here. 99% dark chocolate Lindt. I've seen dark chocolate before. I've seen like 80%, 85%. I haven't seen 90%.
Never 90.
I've never seen 99%. So this is as pure dark chocolate as you can ever get. Oh my days. There's no texture or sweetness to that at all. So there you go. Those were a little taste test in Italy. We're going to go out for food soon and I'm excited to do so. From the streets, Florence looks like a masterpiece, but step inside and you'll see design tricks that you've never seen before, and most likely you'd never expect. And with that said, I think it's a good time to have another builder's review. For dinner tonight, we've gone out to a very nice pizza restaurant. They've got really cool decorations here. They've got the authentic stone all the way around the restaurant, which is quite cool as well. What I love here in Florence is that they don't hide the materials. The exposed brick, concrete, even the rough plaster is honest and it makes the space feel authentic. The design in these restaurants is also awesome. The lighting they use is warm and it creates a cozy environment, along with their just different style of using mismatched chairs and the tables and the floor, and all of this put together makes a really awesome atmosphere. Add in the colourful plants and the unique coffee mugs and suddenly it's not just a restaurant, it's an experience. Once again, Florence is outdoing itself with its culture and architecture. At the start of this video, I had a mission to break down Florence. From the hotels, the building, the artwork, the interior design, we've done a lot. But before we get to my final review, it was my birthday. Happy birthday! Which basically meant an excuse to explore even more of Florence. I absolutely slammed down the breakfast in the hotel and then it was time to go to some museums. Look at that very strong man beside me. So that's David, and that is made fully out of stone, which is pretty unreal to be honest. We're in the museum at the moment and it's pretty cool to see how big it is.
Now, my man is jacked, but I think as a builder, I'd give him a good run for his money. I then explored Florence's massive market, a 19th century iron and glass hall that had everything, including the best pork roll I've ever had in my life.
Right here we got a forchetta from a famous part of Italy. It's like pork, cheese in a bun. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Florence as a city felt really safe. The atmosphere was awesome, the cafes were great, and the windows giving out wine was really different. But no one even mentioned how awesome their service stations are. Whilst we were exploring Florence, we came across one and I had to go inside and check it out.
Look at this for a service station. You've even got a chandelier. You've got a bakery there, ice creams. You've got Italian people everywhere. This is probably the coolest service station I have been to in a very long time. Look at this! Look at this! This is my lolly.
The service stations we get in the UK are nothing compared to what are over here. I ended the day making authentic Italian pasta with my own hands, so I am a builder and now a chef. We have just made our own pasta. We have just made our own spaghetti and our ravioli, and it's very nice. Mum, do you like it?
Delicious.
What a way to spend my 21st birthday, and the pasta was bang on. Thank you to my family for a wonderful day. But now, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the review of Florence. I'm looking forward to this one. I thought the architecture was old-fashioned, but I also thought the way that they designed the inside of the buildings and the cafes and the restaurants we went in was very creative and different, and it felt authentic. Would you agree?
Yes. It's quite built up and it's quite congested, and I think it's divided up into sort of 4 or 5 different areas or different zones, and they're all kind of a little bit unique actually. I guess the highlight was the food. Loads of places to eat. What a tremendous experience. And then you've got the central river running through it, and then the bridges going over it, which is incredible.
It felt cool, and then the cobblestone roads as well felt very natural as well, which is cool. So yeah, I really thought it was a really cool place, a nice vibe. So yeah, I really enjoyed our stay in Florence.
All in all, Florence was amazing. It blew my expectations out the water, and I would 100% come back. Me and the family agreed on a score of 4.7, and I thought that was pretty good considering all of the other cities we've gone to in the last few years. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy them, please like and subscribe because it helps me more than you could even imagine, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.